Okay. Hi everyone! Oh my god, happy new year and welcome to the start of a new vlog. I thought I would come to you because technically this is my last week of work. It's so weird. But I have a feeling we'll get extended, but who knows at this point. But I haven't done a vlog in a really long time because technically they're less engagement and it's kind of like selfish to do a vlog because who, aside from you, who really cares about, like yourself, who really cares about a day in the life with some random person, technically. But I like looking back at these, they're a lot of fun. Oh, no, honey. Turn light on, go click. Click. So I might do like 1 or 2 vlogs a month. Let me know what you guys think. She is home for another week because her daycare is a Montessori school and they're not back up until the new year, or until next week, technically when I'm done work, which is ironic. Do you want to see Pasheen? This is a new little guy I got for Christmas. Chris got this for me. Look at how cute this is. And you charge it through the back, and then once it's charged, it's good. It's really cute. But that being said, yeah, we tried to do things on the cheap this year because honestly, we don't know what's going to happen after the jobs that we're on right now. The industry is so dry and bad, but we're making do. We're gonna do some really cool things I'll talk to you guys about a little bit later. So I hope you guys will hang out and be interested in the content that we've got going on. And on that wonderful note, I better be a good worker and get to work. Also, Chris got me this cute little case and he didn't realize that it didn't come with the Tamagotchi, but yes, I am a full-grown woman with my first adult Tamagotchi. I am so excited. I love it so much. I call it Tamo with Riley. It's just so cute. This is the Pix. It's a couple years old now, but it is so cute and I love it so much. Let me see if I can get this. There he is. There he is. This! Does Riley want Tamo? Can Riley say Tamo? I don't know how I'm gonna get any work done. But almost for the whole month of December, her and I have been sick with like pink eye and this horrible wet cough. It sounds like everybody was getting it. And thank you. And I still kind of have like a little bit of phlegm and she has a bit of it too still, so it's kind of weird how it just does not want to go away. She knows that we gave it milk when it was super little and she constantly wants me to give it milk, but it's adult now and it doesn't like milk. Well, not an adult, it's a teenager. Let's see if we can give it, okay, we can give it food. Want to give it a bagel?
Bagel.
All right, cute baby. Let's go in the fridge. Bagel, see? Anyways, it's been fun. Now I feel like I am obsessed with Tamagotchis again. I haven't been since I was super little. They're a lot of fun. I remember having a Gigapet and a Digimon and a what else did I have? I had a Nano. Nano was my favorite. Nano Kitty was my absolute favorite. So let me know what you guys, your favorite Tamagotchis were, or digital pets I should say. But I wasn't as into Tamagotchis growing up. It was weird. I mean, when these guys came out, I was 10. So I feel like I may have been slightly too young to really be into it too much. Like I liked them, but I didn't have the patience to really play them when I was little. Oh, do we want to give it a lollipop? Lollipop. Anyways, I better get to work and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. don't know what it is about Christmas time, maybe because I have a little bit more time, but I always like to make something new. So this is pumpkin seed tofu, which wasn't too hard to make, a little time consuming, but it oils itself. And I also made panettone. It was a little bit on the dense side, but that was okay. And now we're dipping into the freezer. I made pizza pockets, as you can see here. I also made high protein bagels because I had leftover protein flour from trying to make panettone like 3 or 4 times over before I could actually get the starter to work. Okay, it was crazy. Here's the dumplings we made. That's kind of like a thing we do every year. And I just wanted to show you guys everything that turned out. So here's the pizza pockets. They don't look super great. Here's the panettone. And then last but not least, here is the tofu. It was so much fun to make. What's Riley doing? Are you baking your cupcakes, Mama? Oh, she's putting everything in the pot. Yes, 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 yes. Right. Is the donut for Mommy? And the cupcake? Does Riley want to see? Look. Is it Riley? Look, look, is it Riley?
Fall.
And landed right on his?
Yes, down. And Daddy landed on his?
On his head.
I thought it was his bum.
It is his bum.
On his bum, Riley. His bum.
Said be
Isn't there a
careful.
cat up there?
Don't climb. There is. But up, fall. And landed right on her. Ow, ouch, ow, ouch, ow, ouch.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. I finally thought it was time that I actually come on and chat for a little bit. So we went for a walk. Riley didn't have a nap today like she should have, so she ended up falling asleep on our nap, which was hilarious. She just kind of like, I'll put a picture of what it looked like. She kind of just had her head almost in her crotch sleeping and was so out cold. It was hilarious. Thanks, hon. Yeah, so this is again the first video after the holidays, and during the holidays I like to do a let's try and do stuff that I usually don't do, like usually when it comes to cooking. So one thing Chris and I do every Christmas is we make dumplings, and those turned out so super well. We like to do like this super fancy fold. We started watching Blue-Eyed Samurai, which is amazing if you guys haven't started watching it. And also the next season of Slow Horse is out, so we're starting to watch that. And season 3 of Singles Inferno. Anyways, ridiculous, I know. I also made pizza pockets. I tried my hand at making panettone for the first time. It's a process because you need to make like 3 different versions of dough. I do want to try it again. It ended up becoming really dense and didn't fluff up like it should have, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. I also, one of my girlfriends, she ended up making pumpkin tofu, and it sounded really intriguing, and I had a super old container of pumpkin seeds that my mom gave me, so why not use it up is what I thought. I hate having to strain out the pulp from the milk when it comes to any kind of making my own nut milk of any kind, but I did it. And then making the tofu was actually really cool because you literally need to heat it up and like get the curds in the way to separate, and then I put it in a tofu mold. That was really cool. And then we just breaded it with nutritional yeast, salt, onion powder, and garlic salt, and it turned out super well. We just put it in our air fryer for 10 minutes and it self-oils itself, which is so cool. And it's an interesting texture. I really actually quite like it, but it is so darn expensive. I really don't see myself doing it all that often. But regardless, it's still a cool thing to try out from time to time. I've also been doing a lot of breath work and working out and keeping up with my Italian, if you can believe it. I finished an embroidery piece that I've been putting off for so long, and I went back to knitting a cowl, which is like an infinity scarf that I've been putting off as well, and trying to get back into reading. I know this sounds crazy, but it's like a little bit here and there. It's not like everything in one day. But I'm really, at the end of this year, I've been just really trying to focus on things I want to do and things that make me happy, instead of thinking like I need to do this because I need to monetize it. So that's kind of where my brain's been at, because like I was mentioning before, Riley and I were pretty much almost sick for the whole month. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. Riley and I were sick pretty much for the whole month of December. And that was really stressful in the sense that we paid for daycare. It doesn't really matter, even if she doesn't go, you know, we don't get that money back. Out of the 16 days, because then there's, you know, Christmas and all that kind of stuff, out of the 16 days that she could possibly go to daycare, she only went for 6 of them. So that was really poopy. And so yeah, there was that. And technically this is my last week of work. The industry is really, really bad right now. I'm not really sure what's going to happen in the future. It's a little stressful because both my husband and I work in this industry. We're trying to apply to as many jobs as possible, but the problem is there's literally no work in Toronto, which is the city that we work in. There isn't that much work in most of Canada. There's a little bit in BC, and then we've seen some jobs in Dublin, and it's just been so odd trying to find work. Out of the total of, I've been able to apply to 12 places. I've already been rejected from 2, which is frustrating, but literally all over the world, I've only been able to find 12 jobs to apply to. So it's very frustrating and sad. But it's par for the course. It's kind of like a 10-year cycle, and we're past that 10-year cycle, and it's kind of time for the industry to kind of reset itself. So we just kind of like gotta ride through the wave, and we're trying to stay super positive about it. We're planning on doing a lot of interesting things. I can talk about it further in the next video if you guys are interested, and I'm hoping to also get my Patreon up and running maybe for next month, where I will talk further about more personal stuff. If you guys are interested in my Patreon, definitely keep an eye on that. But yeah, so we ended up getting some new markers in December just to kind of lift my spirits since we were kind of feeling off for a lot of the month. I've been having so much fun with this one book. I love this artist, Olga. She draws such cute stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen her stuff. If you are a fan of mine, you definitely will know her stuff. But anyways, I'm slowly going through her book. I'm almost halfway, and as you guys would have seen, I'm enjoying just kind of like learning how to use markers and use my pencil crayons that I have here. I just kind of have a basic set that I kind of feel like these colors are kind of my jam, and just kind of like going with it. You know, like not every piece is perfect, but who really cares, because I'm not really showing it off or anything like that. I'm almost done the sketchbook, which I am super pleased with. You know, it's super exciting to be almost done another sketchbook, and I have some other sketchbooks that I'm really excited to get using. I won't even show you. I've got a hilarious one that my uncle gave me. It's like furry with I was kind of hoping they were googly eyes, but they're not. Anyways, there's just like so much going on. We're gonna try and stay positive through all of this, because there's nothing really you can do. I think the main thing that I'm super stressed about is, you know, paying for the mortgage. Riley's still in daycare, and we gotta keep her spot, because everyone's like, oh, we'll just take her out of daycare. It's like, yes, but then how about if we put her back in daycare and there's no spot for her anymore? Like, in Toronto, it's very competitive, and this is the only place that has even gotten back to us about even keeping her in daycare anywhere. So like, we don't want her to not be in daycare because of that. Yeah, and I've just been having so much fun with my Tamagotchi. It just turned into an adult. I kind of freaked out Chris because he thought something was wrong. Like I died or something, but it's like, oh my god, it's an adult. I try and keep the volume off most of the time because Riley just wants it constantly, which is really hilarious. And then the other thing is we're going to Japan, and it's so bittersweet. Like, I want to go, but I don't want to go because, you know, we don't have a job, but we booked this since before the pandemic, and then it kept getting moved, and, you know, it's like we don't have money to go, and then leaving Riley home is, you know, even just thinking about it and saying it out loud is making me tear up. It's kind of insane. But, oh wait, yeah, I'm fine. But on that wonderful note, let me know if you enjoy these vlog type videos. Let me know if you want me to do more of them, because I've kind of like been peppering in like how-tos and like Instagram, TikTok videos and shorts and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out, you know, what you guys like, what I like to do, and I find that vlogs take the longest to edit and that kind of stuff, but also have the least amount of engagement. But I also know that like my super OG friends / fans out there really enjoy this type of content as well, so I want to make sure that you guys are happy with the content that's coming out. And also, if you want like Tamagotchi content, maybe I'll do some like shorts or, you know, some stuff like that. You know what's kind of hilarious? The next reward that I wanted for my Patreon was actually Tamagotchis anyways, so I kind of feel like this was in the cards. Chris was like, you better get one, here's a case, you know. Clearly that's what his thinking was. No, he thought he was actually getting the actual Tamagotchi, buying the case. Oh, I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, he got me Tamagotchi. Oh, it's just the case. It was a hilarious Christmas gift. But, I mean, hello, this guy is just so cute, and everybody seems to really like the toast. I posted it up on social media today, and everyone's like dying over it. Anyways, on that wonderful note, I better get ready for bed. It is already 10:50. I've got to send out an email, and yeah, let me know if you want to see more like draw with me videos or Tamagotchi videos or how-tos or vlogs. If you like my vlogs, just write more. Just write more. We don't need to put an image or a emoji. But thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Etsy shop because I'm gonna plug the heck out of that now, since I'm gonna be out of a job in like, by the time you guys see this, I'm gonna be out of a job, pretty much. Because this week is my last week. Maybe I might be part-time next week. They don't even know. They don't even have the budget. Like, this is how bad the industry is, okay guys? It's just like so bad. But yeah, I love you freaking faces. Don't forget to follow me on all the socials if you want to keep up to date with what's going on. I also have one of those like clubhouses kind of things on Instagram, so definitely go check that out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye!